Have you ever read To Kill a Mockingbird and thought, I would rather read this particular story from Tom Robinson's point of view? If you have, then you're going to want to pick up The Reformatory by Tananarive Due, published last year by SNS Saga Press. This story is told through two different perspectives of siblings. The oldest sibling is Gracie, the younger one is Robert. And one day, while they're walking on their own, as their father had to take off to escape false accusations, they're stopped by a young teenage white boy who is persistent and will not accept the refusals of Gracie, who's 16, to engage or flirt with them. And so her younger brother, Robbie, doesn't know what to do other than to try to kick the boy to stop him. And that moment right there sets off a chain of events that will affect their lives forever. Robbie is sentenced to the Reformatory, which is considered a school for young troubled boys, but really it's essentially an abusive prison. And so we follow Robbie trying to survive the Reformatory. Gracie's point of view comes in as this older sibling that's trying to race against time, trying to figure out a way to get their brother out of a system that's, once again, Jim Crow era, that's really just against them. And so this book is like a little less than 600 pages. The real horror of this book, because this is considered within the horror genre, is just real life itself in America. And there are, I guess you could say, like other supernatural elements at play, but it's kind of in the background. I did really enjoy this book, if I could say I enjoyed it. I had a big issue with the pacing. The pacing kept taking me out of the storyline, so much so that it kind of reminded me of the issue that I had with The House on Mango Street. There was also a very slow pacing. So these are two books that really tell some really important tales, but it's the pacing that really threw me off. The character development is well crafted among the central characters and supportive characters, but there are maybe a couple of some of the supportive characters I would have liked more character development or more interiority to those characters kind of brought in early on. And as far as the spiritual elements, there's just certain parts of the story that I wish were more consistent, and that would have added more, I guess you could say, spiritual creepy factor to the story. But once again, that's not really at the forefront. It's more about survival. If that interests you, pick it up. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars just for the issues that I had. But again, it's a great book. If you like Stephen King, pick it up. If you enjoy books like, films by Jordan Peele, you're going to like this. And I would go so far as to say that the writing is so stellar that those, I guess you could say those creepy spiritual elements reminded me of the book Beloved. And so if any of that is up your alley, you're going to want to pick this up.